Welcome back to the second week of the course. This week, you'll be joined by some of my colleagues who will help you explore 3 different analytical methods used to help us model different scenarios and deal with variable uncertainty. These methods are scenario analysis, sensitivity analysis, and simulation. We'll look at what each method is and then go deeper into why and how you use each. We're going to start with scenario analysis, which is a process of analyzing possible future events by considering alternative possible outcomes. It often happens that our clients would like to know what could happen or would happen in various scenarios so that they can make informed decisions when moving forward. For example, one of my clients identified an issue in their payment system that resulted in overpayments to some of their suppliers. Using data analytics, we helped our client understand the extent of the issue and compiled a few options on how they could fix it and when. Using scenario analysis, we showed the client how their data would be impacted and the financial ramifications in each situation so they could make an informed decision on what to do. The client used the presented scenarios to determine what fix made the most sense and when IT should focus on this effort versus other priorities. Next, you'll learn about sensitivity analysis, a technique used to determine how different values of one variable impact another under a given set of assumptions. Sensitivity analysis can be extremely helpful when clients are trying to understand how their data reacts to subtle changes. For example, a health provider might be interested in understanding what would happen to their financials if their claims were paid on average 1 day faster, or perhaps on average 1 day slower. By slowly moving the levers, we can see how sensitive their financials are to these changes. The results from a model like this could help the client set internal company policies and standards. Finally, we'll finish out the week learning about simulations. A simulation involves changing values of variables in a model in order to understand possible outputs. One example of where a simulation model may be useful is in helping a client prepare for a cyber breach. By playing out what could happen in a cyber breach and adjusting the model accordingly, we're able to capture various outcomes that can help the client understand how their data can be impacted by their actions. A simulation like this can help shed light on areas where procedures need to be put in place or controls need to be turned on in order to react quickly and mitigate as much risk as possible. In the following segments, my colleagues are going to guide you through each of these analytical methods. Following their guided demonstration, you'll be given a chance to practice in an Excel workbook and demonstrate what you've learned. Each topic builds on the last, so be sure to work your way through in order. And remember, Excel is a great building block for other technologies. Once you understand and can apply concepts in Excel, you can apply similar concepts in other applications. For example, the backend code of Excel, VBA, can also be used in other Microsoft applications such as Word or Access. In addition, functions similar to the ones used in Excel exist in other programming languages, such as SQL. Once you learn what can be done in Excel, odds are you'll see the similar functionality exists in other technologies and applications. Enjoy the lessons and exercises presented this week. I'll be back at the end of the week. Thanks for joining me.